In Tennessee, for the first time in more than 20 years, President Trump commuted her life sentence for drug trafficking at the urging of a reality TV star. CBS's Laura Podesta.
Alice Marie Johnson is waking up today a free woman.
I'm feeling no handcuffs, nothing on me. I'm free to hug my family.
The 63-year-old great-grandmother served more than 20 years in an Alabama federal prison for a first-time nonviolent drug offense.
I'm just so thankful. I feel like my life is starting over again.
President Trump commuted her life sentence after Kim Kardashian West lobbied for her release.
Philadelphia's mayor celebrating a federal judge's ruling on immigration. The judge says withholding federal grant money to sanctuary cities is unconstitutional. Mayor Jim Kenney.
It is a ruling that prevents a White House run by a bully from bullying Philadelphia into changing its policies.
The Trump administration calls it a victory for criminal aliens. Just in, passengers evacuated at Houston's William Hobby Airport this morning after a TSA officer found what looked like an explosive device. Police say it turned out to be a hollowed-out grenade. A 17-year-old Boy Scout had packed it in his luggage. The death toll is up to nearly 100 in the volcano eruptions in Guatemala. Among the injured, half a dozen children who've arrived in Galveston. KHOU TV's Michelle Choi.
That U.S. military plane was carrying at least 6 kids, all burn victims, following that volcanic eruption. They'll immediately be taken to the Shriners Pediatric Burn Hospital.
2 Stoneman Douglas High staffers have been banned from campus in the wake of February's school massacre. Live to Orlando, and CBS's Peter King.
But Deborah, the pair were unarmed security monitors. One saw but failed to stop or question the accused shooter. Instead, Andrew Medina heard here in a police interview radio that the second man, that a suspicious person was headed his way.
Keep your eyes open because I think he's going into your building. So, careful, keep your eyes open, you know what I mean? And he's like, what side? So I said, he's coming in through the east side.
The South Florida Sun-Sentinel says the second man hid in a closet when he heard gunfire. Both men are reassigned to other duties. Deborah?
In Cleveland last night.
Crushing loss for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
ABC Sports with the Cavs' 110-102 loss to the Warriors in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. A record for Carrie Underwood at the CMT Awards. She snagged her 18th award-winning Female Video of the Year for The Champion with Ludacris. It opened this year's Super Bowl. S&P futures are up 2. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
All right, everybody, this is a payday bar. It's made of a truckload of peanuts, sweet caramel, and gumption. Good old-fashioned gumption, period. Doesn't matter that a payday bar is 10.5 centimeters long, or that the king-size bar is 14.7 centimeters long, or that one time I ate a payday bar and built a 3-story doghouse. No, all that matters is that a payday bar gives you the energy to keep doing whatever you're doing, because it's made of peanuts and caramel. The gumption bit, well, that's up to you, really. Payday, get to it.
Some people think nasal congestion is just a stuffy nose. But it can also leave you feeling run down and tired. So try Simply Saline Nasal Mist. It helps you breathe easier in seconds, so you can get back to feeling like you. And with 100% pure ingredients, it's doctor recommended for use with allergy and cold medications. For instant relief from nasal congestion, try Arm & Hammer Simply Saline.
Pick up the pace, and you may live longer.
If you've been counting your steps in an effort to lose weight and improve your health, count faster. According to a study published in the British Journal of Sports Medicine, walking at an average pace was linked to a 20% reduction in the risk of mortality when compared with walking at a slow pace. But walking at a brisk or fast pace was associated with a 24% drop in death risk. For those aged 60 and over, the results were even better. 46% risk reduction at a standard pace, 53% if you put a little pep in your step. Jim Chenevy, CBS News.
Police in Fayetteville, North Carolina, say a man is under arrest for putting a secret ingredient in the pies at Primo Pizza. They're not positive of exactly what it was, but suspect Ricky Lee Adami threw in some rat poison for good measure. They say no contaminated cheese was served to customers. A fellow worker told a manager who checked surveillance video. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
tax representation. Get the IRS off your back.
If you're in trouble with the IRS and owe at least $10,000 in back taxes, you need tax representation. The current administration has a special program called the Fresh Start Initiative, which can offer significantly reduced settlements, saving you thousands of dollars. These unique programs have been allocated to help the economy and substantially reduce or eliminate your tax burden. If you're approved and qualify, tax representation will call the IRS the same day and stop the wage garnishments, levies, and tax liens within 24 hours. If you owe more than $10,000 to the IRS, you may qualify for substantial relief and even forgiveness. Tax representation with an A rating by the Better Business Bureau. Call the Tax Representation Hotline at 800-295-1046. That's 800-295-1046. 800-295-1046. Call now. 800-295-1046.
You may already know about the EPB's Roundup program, where you can round your electric bill up to the nearest dollar, and that money goes to community relief to help those who are less fortunate pay their electric bill. You can now increase the charitable amount you add to your EPB bill to any amount you choose, $1, $2, $5, $10, or even more. Say your electric bill is $94.14 and you want to round it up by $5. Your bill would actually be $100. To make your change to your EPB bill, contact the Glasgow EPB.
Summer's officially here and the temperatures are up, but so are the CD rates on the Summer CD Special at the People's Bank. Going on now through June 30th, 2018, you can lock in a 24-month certificate of deposit with just a $500 minimum opening at the smoking hot summer rate of 2.32 annual percentage yield. Summer ends fast, and so is this limited time offer, so stop in at 605C Happy Valley Road at the People's Bank, working for you.
Valid June 1st to June 30th, 2018. Substantial penalty for early withdrawal. Not valid with any other promotional rate. CD offer. No special add-on rates applied. Limited time offer. Rate subject to change. New deposits only. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. We have a very pleasant 62-degree temperature reading out there this morning as we get ready to attack this Thursday, the 7th day of June. So let's look at the forecast. It's going to allow us to get out there and enjoy maybe a little on the warm side.
Starting to see the heat crank up now. Humidity will slowly start creeping back also as our flow or our direction of where our weather is coming from, at least our air mass, will turn a little bit more south-southwest. So that's going to bring up some moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. Now, looking at the satellite picture this morning, do have some mid and high level overcast around. That's filtering the clear sky, so as we get the sun out there, it'll appear a little bit milky at times, and as we go through the day, sunny to partly cloudy. Hot, though, 91, but still the dew points are lower, so the humidity's not too bad. Tonight, 62. Tomorrow, 96 with sunshine. May notice the humidity's starting to creep up just a little bit. So if you are a construction worker, going to be working outdoors, or the kids have ball games in the evening, please keep them hydrated. Plenty of fluids, frequent breaks out there if you are going to be mowing the grass, and the hot trend's going to continue into the weekend. Saturday, a few clouds, mid-90s. Sunday, some morning thunderstorms with highs in the low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. 62 this morning. The barometer is at 29.96. Let's look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen this morning, where it's got the morning off again. That's right. I guess it's kind of enjoying easing into the day here. Looks like it's got a couple more days to sort of ease into the day. But anyway, it's clear out there this morning. Pressure's at 29.96. Northeast winds just only about a mile an hour. 97% humidity. And as I said, 62 in the newsroom this morning, round one of local news. And WCLU News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A Simpson County man is facing several years in prison. A little over a year in prison after he is caught with human remains. Gary Womack, age 60, from Woodburn, received 15 months in prison for 3 felony convictions of the Federal Archaeological Resources Protection Act. He had previously pled guilty to the violations in March of this year. The case resulted from a 3-year undercover investigation by the National Park Service based on allegations that Womack possessed human remains, which originated from Mammoth Cave National Park. The FBI assisted Park Service agents throughout the investigation. The undercover investigation revealed that Womack's dealings in artifacts removed from the graves of Native Americans buried in caves and rock shelters in south central Kentucky, and also burials from as far away as Ohio and the Mississippi rivers. Womack dealt in artifacts from so-called G.E. Mound, case prosecuted in the Southern District of Indiana. Artifacts recovered from that case were supposed to have been returned and reburied at a site in Indiana. However, Womack purchased the artifacts from the previous prosecution in 2015 for about $2,500, transported them to Kentucky, where a portion of them were sold to the undercover federal agent. Womack also pled guilty to 2 additional counts of charging him with trafficking in archaeological resources from the western U.S. All artifacts in the case have been recovered and will be put back according to law. In sentencing, Judge Stivers told Womack that he was disturbed that the defendant had chosen to dig the graves of the ancestors of Native Americans for profit, and had done so while being fully aware of the laws he had chosen to violate. A letter from Ben Barnes, he's the second chief of the Shawnee tribe in Oklahoma, was made a part of the record and read at the sentencing hearing. The letter states, "The remains that are within the soils of our original homelands contain the hallowed remains of human beings, our ancestors. We would urge the court to send a message to all those that would desecrate a grave." The case again was prosecuted by the U.S. Attorney's Office along with the FBI and the National Park Law Enforcement Division located in Bowling Green. A homicide suspect is arrested in Warren County. Around 7 p.m. on Tuesday night, state police received a call from a motorist saying they believed they had found a Tennessee homicide suspect, Dominic Michelli, driving a silver Toyota Prius on I-65 near the 3-mile marker, traveling northbound. Kentucky State Police troopers responded to I-65 and located the vehicle in question near the 29-mile marker northbound. A traffic stop was then made on the vehicle, and they made contact with the driver, 36-year-old Dominic Michelli of Nashville. He was apprehended without incident, lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail. He's charged locally with fugitive from another state in reference to a homicide warrant issued from Nashville Metro Police. And Leanne Terry pleads not guilty in Barron Circuit Court. Terry is charged with murder in connection with the DUI that happened earlier this year that claimed the life of Glasgow woman Shanda Shockley. Terry is set back in court this fall. Right now it's 6:12 a.m. on this Thursday morning, 62 degrees.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event.
News from the Bowling Green Daily News. A physician based in Cave City is one of 4 people charged in a pair of federal indictments alleging illegal activity involving controlled substances. Dr. Chandra Reddy and his wife were indicted Thursday on the 2 counts of conspiring to commit healthcare fraud and a count of conspiring to make false statements relating to healthcare matters. Dr. Reddy is also charged with conspiring to illegally use a DEA registration number issued to another person. In a separate indictment returned Thursday, Monica Berry, a medical assistant at Reddy's office, and Brandon Gordon were each charged with conspiring to unlawfully distribute controlled substances. 3 counts of conspiring to commit healthcare fraud, 3 counts of aggravated identity theft. Dr. Ray, an internal medicine specialist, is accused of conspiring between August the 1st of 2010 and October of 2013 to have pre-signed controlled substance prescriptions for his nurse practitioners who did not have DEA registration numbers assigned to them to use while he was away from his medical practice. Chandra and his wife are also accused of billing Medicare under Dr. Reddy's National Provider Identifier for services that were performed by nurse practitioners while Dr. Reddy was out of the office. Knowing that Medicare reimburses at a higher rate for services performed by a doctor instead of a nurse practitioner. Again, remember, an indictment is an accusation only, and all individuals should be considered as innocent until and unless proven guilty in a court of law. Streams and rivers will emit increasing amounts of carbon dioxide as temperatures rise from climate change, according to a new global study. The research finds that just 1 degree Celsius increase in temperature would result in a 24% increase in the greenhouse gas carbon dioxide from the waterways. Aquatic scientist Alba Argrick is the University of Missouri, says models of the changing climate include the effects on oceans, forests, and industry, but not the massive numbers of rivers and streams across the world.
With this study now, this is confirming that, well, the trend can be even worse, right? If we don't take them into account into these global climate models, we are missing an important piece of information.
She says that streams and rivers need oxygen and have respiration patterns similar to humans. Organisms in and on the water use and produce carbon dioxide. As temperatures go up, her research expects more carbon dioxide to be produced. The analysis was published in the Nature Geoscience. Researchers also studied streams in Alaska, Australia, and Puerto Rico. She hopes that this is the model of the future for studying climate change. She says funding is tight, especially in other countries, for this type of research, and yet a global view is needed to really understand what's going on.
And I think that this is the way that the future of the science has to go, right? Instead of doing our own experiments, trying to work together to have a global picture.
She joined 26 other co-authors on the study. Right now it's 6:18 a.m. on this Thursday morning, 62 degrees.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee. If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Disqualify. Kentucky Chief Justice John Minton Jr. denied Bevin's request, saying he, quote, failed to demonstrate any disqualifying circumstance. I'm Haley Hansen.
A fight between Floyd County jail inmates leaves one dead. After viewing jail video surveillance footage, 23-year-old Scotty Gibson is now charged with the murder of Adam Potter. Potter died Tuesday after he was taken to Highlands Regional Medical Center. Trooper William Petrie tells WKYT the inmates were arguing verbally before the situation escalated.
It doesn't appear that this is a long, drawn-out fight. There was some punches thrown, and it resulted in the injuries.
An arraignment date has not been set for Scotty Gibson. A Covington man is in jail after leading officers on a high-speed chase from Laurel to Pulaski County. Police tried to pull over 45-year-old Jason Lay for speeding Wednesday. During the chase, authorities learned the SUV Lay was driving was stolen from Covington. After the chase, Lay was charged with 2 counts of wanton endangerment of an officer, among other charges. And defending his agency in the face of relentless attacks, FBI Director Chris Wray said Wednesday he does not see politics creeping into the Bureau's ranks, and said the way to keep it that way is to focus on, quote, doing the right thing in the right way. During a visit to the FBI's field office in Louisville, Wray stressed the importance of preserving the agency's independence. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
You remember the last time you had a great night's sleep? How you felt the next morning? More energized, more alive. Feel the difference of deeper sleep daily with the new Tomorrow mattress. Designed by the world's leading sleep experts at Serta Simmons Bedding and delivered right to your door. Share the love of deeper sleep. Visit tomorrowsleep.com for $125 off. Use promo code SAVE3 at checkout. Valid on purchases of $500 or more.
As a child, I can remember always being excited about going to Community Trust Bank with my parents, because I knew I was going to get a treat. It's funny, now that I'm married, have 2 kids, and just bought a new home, when it came time for a new home loan, I went to Community Trust Bank. I trust them and knew that they'd be there for me and my family, just like they were for Mom and Dad. And now with 80 locations, there's no reason to go anywhere else but Community Trust.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one, or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
This is WCLU Radio. The 6 o'clock morning edition continues now at 6:22 with the area funeral announcements. Barbara K. Pitcock, age 66, of Burkesville, died June the 6th. At this hour, arrangements for Barbara K. Pitcock are incomplete, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Jerry Wayne Francis, age 75, of Glasgow, died Monday at T.J. Sampson Hospital. The Barron County native was a member of the Oak Grove Baptist Church, and he was retired from the maintenance department at SKF. He is survived by his wife, Jenny Francis, a daughter, Dinah Francis of Glasgow, a brother, Joe Francis of Augusta, Georgia, one grandson, Blake Francis of Bowling Green, his godchildren, Otis Trigg, Bernard Francis, Virginia Trigg, and Amelia Johnson, all of Glasgow. 3 sisters-in-law, Elaine Francis, Irma Doherty, and Geneva Trigg, and one brother-in-law, Bubba Trigg. Services for Jerry Wayne Francis will be at 11 o'clock Wednesday, June 13th, at the Oak Grove Baptist Church, with burial to follow in the Oak Grove Church Cemetery. Visitation will begin at 6 p.m. on Tuesday evening, June the 12th, at the Hayes, Watts, and Purcell Funeral Home. Sharon K. Sutherland, age 71, of Glasgow, died Tuesday at St. Thomas Hospital in Nashville. She was a daughter of the late Neville and Dorothy Wheeler Sharp. She was a member of the Glasgow Cumberland Presbyterian Church and an avid UK fan. She is survived by her husband, Steve Eddie Sutherland, 2 sons, Stacy Sutherland and wife Allison, and Shad Sutherland and wife Jenny, 4 granddaughters, Hayden, Kennedy, Ella, and Ansley Sutherland, sister-in-law Ruth Jean Sharp, nephew Jeff Sharp, niece, Rebel Byrne, and a host of family and friends also survive. Funeral services for Sharon K. Sutherland will be at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning at the Glasgow Cumberland Presbyterian Church. Burial is to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock Friday afternoon at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, and after 9 a.m. Saturday at the Glasgow Cumberland Presbyterian Church until time for services. Donations may be made to the Glasgow Cumberland Presbyterian Church Building Fund or to Unbridled Hope. Boyd Howard, age 74, of Bowling Green, died Wednesday at his residence. The McCreary County native was the son of the late Elmer and Lona Young Howard and was preceded in death by two brothers, Jason Howard and Jim Howard, three sisters, Mary Lou Howard, Virginia Yancey, and Judy Grounds. He was a tool and die technician and worked in hospital maintenance. Survivors include his wife, Darlene Keeling Howard, two daughters, Jamie Howard and Tracy Howard, a son, Chad Howard, a granddaughter, Chloe Johnson, two brothers, Jerry Howard and Eddie Howard, and several nieces and nephews. Funeral services for Boyd Howard will be Saturday morning at 11 o'clock at the Hardy & Son Funeral Home, Bowling Green Chapel. Burial to be in the Fairview Cemetery No. 2. Visitation begins at 3 p.m. on Friday afternoon at the funeral home. Funeral services for Wanda J. Martin, age 75, of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Friday morning at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. Service for Jess Ray Rigdon, age 87, of Glasgow, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial with military honors provided by Glasgow Chapter 20 of the DAV in the Heistville Cemetery. Visitation begins at 10 o'clock on Friday morning. Services for Daisy Pearl Taylor, age 69, of Upton, will be today at 1 o'clock in the chapel of the Seagull Funeral Home, with burial to be in the Concord Cemetery. Funeral services for Roddy Irvin Morgan, age 82, of Glasgow, will be today at 1 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com.
Okay, Mom, the gutters are clean and I fixed the door now.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
628 WCLU and 62 degrees. Let's turn to local sports. WCLU Sports will be on the air this evening with championship games of the 10 and under, as well as the 12 and under baseball leagues for the Glasgow Athletic Program at Beaver Trail Park. Game time for the 10 and under game tonight is set for 5:30 p.m., and the 12 and under league to follow. You can join our Joe Myers and Bruce Trabue for the broadcast on 1490 WCLU and online at playwclu.com. Now, the Glasgow Electric Plant Board plans to air live video of the games on EPB Cable 6 with our audio for those interested in tuning in there. And copies of the game will be available for purchase from the EPB. You can reserve a copy by calling them at 270-651-8341. Quite a tradition we have built here at WCLU of covering Little League championships for a great number of years. Don't forget 7-Eleven Hoops and More coming up every Friday night at the Avenue Church on Columbia Avenue and every Saturday night at the Bunch Center during the months of June and July from 7 until 11 p.m. This is for 6th through the 12th graders. Food's going to be served. Come out and enjoy basketball and other special events throughout the summer. And that's a check of local sports.
Uh-oh, it's official. I'm retiring next week.
Well, that's a good thing as long as you've been preparing for it.
But I'm not ready. I kept saying I'll get around to it.
Hello, I'm Anthony Mite, your local Modern Woodman financial representative. Don't be like Miss I'll get around to it. Call me today at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
Shut that window! We can't afford to heat the whole neighborhood. You ever said that to someone in your house? Smith Siding in Glasgow would love to show you how much heat the neighborhood gets even with your old leaky and efficient windows shut. And how much better their vinyl replacement windows insulate against outside cold air. Plus, they're easy to clean and bring new life to the appearance of your home. Randall and Shane Smith would love to talk to you about windows. In business for 44 years. We get it right. 651-1009. Nothing can take down a home like a debilitated, leaky roof. How can you find a roofing contractor who can analyze the problems and then come up with a quote that may be less expensive than you think? Smith Siding has a great reputation in Southern Kentucky. In fact, insurance companies depend on Smith Siding as a reliable contractor. You can too. Have Shane and Randall Smith look at your situation and start the process. In business for 44 years, we get it right. Smith Siding, 109 Ensminger Drive, behind Dairy Queen.
The following weather forecast is brought to you by Peggy Tuck Edwards and Private Caregiver and Referral Services. When roles reverse in your later years, when child becomes caretaker and the needs of the parent become most important, it's comforting to know that there's help along the way. Peggy Tuck Edwards would like for you to be informed about Private Caregiver and Referral Services because sometimes our elders just need a little company and companionship. It's our duty to see that those needs are met, whether in the home or in an assisted living or nursing home facility. Peggy and her network of compassionate caregivers are ready to meet you and your loved one's needs. Call 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062, 270-670-7062.
Starting to see the heat crank up now. Humidity will slowly start creeping back also as we go through the day. Sunny to partly cloudy. Hot though, 91, but still the dew points are lower, so the humidity's not too bad. Tonight, 62. Tomorrow, 96 with sunshine. May notice the humidity starting to creep up just a little bit. Hot trend's going to continue into the weekend. Saturday, a few clouds, mid-90s. Sunday, some morning thunderstorms with highs in the low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Let's look at our current conditions this morning. The barometer is at 29.96. That really hadn't budged a whole lot here in the last couple of days. It's just, we're just sort of under that dome, I guess. Winds out of the northeast at 1 mile an hour, 97% humidity. No precip in the past 24 hours, just kind of about all we're going to do is we're going to keep on cooking. Warm it up just a little bit, as they say. 62 degrees is our present temperature here at WCLU, and this weather update has been brought to you as a service of the good folks by Peggy Tuck Edwards, personal caregiver and referral service. She does a mighty nice job. Give her a call today. Let her help you with things. We are, let's see, what time is it anyway? It is 6:33 now at WCLU. I was trying to make sure I had time to call on this fella. You know what that means, don't you? We're going to get our morning moo from somebody who's going to call in and win a T-shirt, a June Dairy Month T-shirt from caller number 8. Pick up the phone, give us a call. You'll be a winner. For many years, residents of Glasgow got used to their friendly postman, Rollin Dixon.
I delivered all over town. I was the swing man. I delivered 5 different routes.
A kind word and a smile were his trademark. But there's a little-known fact about his smile.
My teeth have always been bad.
Rollin wanted his teeth fixed. He researched dental implants, and he got Dr. Jim Thurman to get the job done.
I got my first one in 2014. I have 5.
5 implants?
When I got one tooth fixed and got my cap on it and everything, then it wouldn't be 2 months till know when we go out. I'd break off.
What really was Rollin's incentive?
It's hard to eat when you can't chew food. I love steak if it's a good tender steak. But now if it's a tough steak, it makes my teeth sore. I do better with these.
Dr. Jim Thurman and his staff explained the entire process and made it enjoyable.
I always look forward to going out there and joking around with them. We always had a big time whenever I went. And of course, he was right in the middle of it usually.
And that's right where he loves to be. Call 651-5939 and get started. Dr. Jim Thurman and Dr. Amy Cassidy. Well, the early riser gets the moo, and Betty Faye Coomer was one such mooer, and we're going to be the mooees. So, Betty Faye Coomer, you doing all right this morning, by the way?
I'm doing fine.
We hate to ask you to moo before we make sure you're all right.
Well, okay. Well, I'm up early. I'm an old dairy farmer from way back when, so we were used to getting up early.
Oh, so you know what a cow sounds like.
Oh, yes. We run a grade A dairy for many, many years.
Well, so you've got a lot of experience in certainly dairy, and I know that you enjoy the fact that we have a June Dairy Month anyway, don't you?
Yes. The dairy farmers certainly need a pat on their back.
Yeah, that's right, they do. So here's what we're going to do. First of all, we're going to ask you to give us your best grade A dairy farmer moo, Betty Faye.
My allergies are acting up, so we'll see.
That's C.
Moo!
Yeah.
Moo!
That's right.
The old cow's horse this morning.
I like that. The old cow is hoarse. Well, the thing is, you gave us a double moo, too.
Okay.
Because sometimes cows, they want to make sure you know they're interested in your attention.
Yes.
These T-shirts are green. There's one behind me if you're on the TV, but I can't reach back there and get it. It looks like it's blowing pretty good. The air must be on. All right, Betty Faye, so you've got a beautiful June Dairy Month T-shirt.
Okay.
And you can display that with pride because of the fact that you're also a grade A dairy operator.
Okay, thank you, Terry. Thank you.
Have a good day.
I appreciate it, Henry.
Thank you. Bye-bye. It's Betty Faye Coomer. That's right. She says moo. That's what she says. She's got the experience of hearing the moo and actually recreating it for us here. We got a lot of folks who really trying to get these T-shirts. I'm going to try to get it in gear and double up what we've been giving away here so that everybody has a chance. So don't go too far. 6:36. We got birthdays we need to share now. Ralphie's Fun Center says it is fun.
When was the
Indeed, that is a smart idea. I'm hoarse like the cow. Hold on a second right here. Let me get the music going so that we can make this an official review of the birthday club right here for sure. Let me tell you about some folks right here. I'm just learning that Booker Green has a birthday today. Booker Green. We understand Booker is 17 today. Happy 17th birthday. We also have Ernie Wagner on the birthday club. Natalie Shields, Rita Shepard. It's Julie Robinson celebrating. Linda Taylor, Delmas Prophet, Amanda Coomer Hood. David Hayden has a birthday today. Now, this is a neat deal right here. I'm going to tell you about Kanika Ford, Simon Ford, Nan Ford. Kanika, Simon, and Nan are brothers and sisters. They're all born on the same day, the 7th day of June, but in different years. So, I guess they just like that. They like that date, June the 7th. 3 of them were born on June the 7th, Kanika and Simon and Nan. Congratulations. How about Roger Hampton having a birthday today? How about Miss Joyce Allen? It is Rodney Sponhouse celebrating. Alex Myatt. We understand Alex is turning 5 today. My goodness. Want to be sure and wish Alex a happy birthday, too. I think from all of my sources, we're up to date. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Online, it is WCLUradio.com. Settle in to where you are, and we're going to go down memory lane just in a second. Want to be sure and thank Ralphie's Fun Center for making sure birthdays are fun around here.
Why do you...
Who
will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Registration begins at 9 o'clock at the gazebo over in front of the Barron County Courthouse. There's no entry fee, but donations will be accepted. The event is held rain or shine. Should be a nice day for it. Proceeds are going toward the purchase and the upgrade of the speaker system there in downtown Glasgow. Worthwhile, but a worthwhile trip to come and see. Folks take care of their vehicles around here, and they like to display them, show them off, if you will. And you can probably learn a whole lot about them, too, if you come down there on Saturday morning. We're going to go down memory lane for the purpose of renewing our memories of things that happened and perhaps explain a few other things that happened along the way. The archives, courtesy of the South Central Kentucky Cultural Center and a staff of folks who just love history, and they want you to as well. And it's made possible by the sponsorship of Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services.
One of the realities of old man winter is things need repairing. But when spring comes, don't be in a rush to get your agricultural or industrial equipment back up and running. Call Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services today and get those repairs done before spring. And even if you have a smaller operation or you just need some odds and ends for your home repairs, Joseph A. Wade is here to meet those needs as well. Joseph A. Wade is located on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, family owned and operated since 1985, a Wright Tool distributor.
All right, 6:42 at WCLU. Is it time to go down memory lane and do the archives? I don't know. Wait a minute. Let me see. There's a discussion from the backroom crew going on in the newsroom, I think. Anyway, we're going to go down.
Sorry, I'm talking to Aaron.
That's okay. You can do that, you know.
Yes, I talked to him bad, so I had the mic off.
Yeah, well, okay.
It wasn't that bad, though.
I'm glad. He's on his
You're
way.
glad I talked to him bad?
No, I'm just glad. He's walking down the hallway, and he doesn't seem to be too dismayed, so.
He's not running. It's all right.
All right. Hey, I think you ought to try this and then show us the results.
Okay.
I just saw this. Right now through the 14th of July at the Marywood Weldon Library, you can have fun turning yourself into a rock star at the library rock photo booth.
Yeah, I want to do that.
Have you heard about this?
I have not.
Well, you go down there and you pick up a guitar and some sunglasses and you add a bandana or a wig and you have somebody take your picture to prove that you actually rocked out at the library.
There you go. I like that.
So I want to see what you come up with, okay?
I can do that. Aaron's going with me.
See if you can come out looking like one of the Kardashians.
There you go. Did you hear that, Aaron? You're going with me to the library to be a rock star.
I didn't hear a lot of movement over there.
I didn't hear no, and I'm going to go with that.
Okay. All right. So let's go back 100 years and explain the way we were and explain how we got here. And I love this story out of 1918. You think about how, creative we had to be around here to get some things done.
Right.
This story was in the Republican 100 years ago today. It reads as follows. 30 convict laborers from the penitentiary will be in Burkesville very soon to do work on the Glasgow Road just out of town on what is known as the Big Hill.
Well, there you go.
There will be cooks, guards, and others, making a total of about 40 men. They'll be lodged in the Loose Leaf Warehouse at night. So let's think about this. We need a road between Burkesville and Glasgow.
Right.
We've got people in the state penitentiary who are otherwise laying around paying their time.
Right.
We can use them to build a road, but we can't box them back and forth, to the state pen every day. So they set up camp inside of a loose leaf tobacco warehouse.
There you go. Just let them hang out there.
That's right. And then you take a nap and all that sort of stuff and build that road. So when next time you go to Burkesville over on Highway 90 and you go across the Big Hill, think about the history of that Big Hill.
Seriously.
People who were paying their respects to the county or to the state were also having to pay in the form of labor. Convict laborers, as they are described as here. I think it's impressive creative use of our resources. 1928. This was the day that a northbound bus of the Consolidated Coach Corporation overturned on the Dixie Highway north of Horse Cave on what is known as Coates Curve.
Coates Curve.
Yeah. Do you know where that is?
Do not.
Okay. Well, it's certainly not Kurt's Cove. But anyway, it was the curve up there. There's a curve up there that the bus overturned on Thursday afternoon, injured 4 passengers. One of them was a guy named George Miller from Horse Cave.
Well.
And Dr. E. Palmore from Horse Cave treated the injured. So local physician there coming to the rescue, bus wreck, 4 hurt. It sounds to me like it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, definitely.
1938, we're improving our culture around here as this day Tompkinsville inaugurated the plan of sponsoring band concerts every Saturday afternoon. The band is composed of around 30 musicians and is under the direction of Professor W.E. Tyree of Glasgow. That's interesting. Mr. Tyree was certainly a pioneering band director. In fact, the old original band room up on the campus there of Liberty Street was named the Tyree Band Hall. But he was to put on his best show. He had to go to Tompkinsville on Saturday afternoon and had a big time with it. I'm sure
it was a good afternoon.
1938. All right, 1948. Some school news here.
Okay.
9 rural schools were closed at a meeting of the County Board of Education this day in 1948. 9 schools were closed in one meeting.
It's a lot of schools.
The students will be assigned to other districts or to consolidated schools. So, here we go, kids. The names of the schools that aren't going to be back next year as of 1948. Arnett Grove, Tracy, Lincoln, Dry Ridge, Owl Spring, Walnut Grove, Wynn, Wolf Island, and Vineyard.
It's a bunch of schools.
It is a lot of schools, but now get this. The closing of these schools leaves 45 white and 9 colored one-room schools and 4 consolidated high schools in the county. That's a lot of schools for one school district to keep up with.
No joke.
So when they closed, how many did I tell you they were going to close? 9 of them? See, they still had quite a few left. So I guess they were just thinking about how to, be a little more thrifty with their education money, which wasn't too plentiful in the first place back then.
Seriously.
1958, this was an interesting story. Local folks keeping up on local young man here. 1958, this day, Mr. and Mrs. Nick Stull talked with their son, Lieutenant Rondell Stull, at the Itazuki Air Force Base in Japan, at the hospital there at the Air Force Base in Japan. Now, Rondell has been under treatment after bailing out of an F-86D Sabre jet, which exploded as he was flying north of the western tip of Honshu Island. Radio and news accounts stated that he was picked up by a Japanese fishing boat and transferred by a helicopter to a hospital. We join his many friends in their joy that he experienced such a miraculous escape. That's one that a lot of interest there. Here's a fellow, we know this fella. He's over there in Japan, which, we've been friendly with Japan for a few years by then in 58. And just glad it all kind of had a happy ending.
Right, for sure.
1968, this was the day that 2 Illinois men were injured when a small plane crashed into a field near the Barron, Monroe, Allen County lines near Tracy. They were treated and released at the Allen County Hospital. So I guess they had a little engine trouble or something. Had to pick a spot to lay it down.
Had some kind of trouble.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good spot there. That's a nice land out there. Where Barron, Monroe, and Allen County all meet. And I'm sure they were tickled to land in a place that had some medical treatment real close by there.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure they were glad not to land in a fiery crash, too.
Well, that's right, I'm sure.
That would have been me, you know.
Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Not only did we land safely.
There you go.
This day in 1988, the story in the Glasgow Times, Betty Reese Herbert has been selected by the Dean of the University of Louisville School of Law and the National Association of Women Lawyers as the Outstanding Woman Law Student of University of Louisville for the 1988-89 graduating class. That is
an
an
big
honor.
honor, yes, for
That
sure.
is indeed. So Betty was wrapping up there at University of Louisville School of Law, and some folks noticed and gave her some accolades for her work. 1988. All right, 1998. Lisa D. Willian, a mathematics teacher at Hart County High School, has been selected as the 1998 Krista McAuliffe Fellow. That's quite an honor, too.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know this math teacher, do you?
I do not.
Okay. Anyway, this math teacher got the Krista McAuliffe Fellow Award there in 1998 from Hart County High School. One to write home about for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And finally this day in 2008, got to end on a sad note someday. Well, I mean,
I don't like that.
It's just about a Barron County man, a guy named Edwin Way.
Okay.
It was 10 years ago that Edwin Way was fatally injured in a tractor accident on the Payne Road in the Mary Oaks community.
Goodness.
Now, you know, back then in 2008, and then, well, actually long before 2008, I know there was an effort being made by local farmers organizations and others, and we ran a lot of public service announcements, you know, for these rollover devices on tractors.
Mm-hmm.
And in fact, we had our very own Nellie Pickett plays an actress as a sad woman who lost her husband in this public service announcement. Nonetheless, though, it was certainly getting the word out that we got to be careful with these tractors.
Yeah.
And you can turn them over, and this rollover ROPS, R-O-P-S was the acronym for it. But I'm hoping that somewhere in there, the fact that we don't hear quite as much about tractor accidents maybe has something to do with folks taking advantage of some of these newer ways of protecting themselves.
I'd say it did.
I hope so, but nonetheless, it was sad for the Way family there in 2008 when Mr. Edwin Way was fatally injured.
Well, way to end on a sad note.
I'm sorry, I can't change the years and I can't change the facts.
There you
go. But it just makes us think about it sometimes. Mm-hmm. Nonetheless,
we need something happy now.
It's about okay. Well, I'll go down there and get your picture made at the library real fast. That'll be happy.
And Aaron's going with me.
Okay, all right. Well,
and
anyway,
we're getting up coffee. So there's all those happy things.
We'll certainly deal with this again tomorrow, because I know there's a lot of real fascinating things coming up in the archives. Thanks to the folks who do the digging. Thanks for letting us enjoy being a part of this. And don't forget the Cultural Center. I'll go ahead and I need to correct something here. Okay. You know, we do things, but we got to correct them. The book signing for Kyle Bowles at the Cultural Center is this coming Saturday. I had it originally as being last Saturday, which is not true.
Right. Okay.
If you went down there, you didn't see Kyle. And because it's this Saturday, it's from 11 until 2. This is the book that Kyle Bowles has written called Mama's Old Bean Kettle and Other Short Stories of My Life.
Now, is he bringing cornbread?
No, but I can tell. Well, I don't know if he's bringing cornbread or not, but it's memories of life from Slick Rock to Temple Hill, Barron County, Kentucky. Now, I talked to Kyle yesterday, and he did confirm, if I can figure out how to do this, he did confirm that this, on the cover of the book, you see the bean kettle on the cover of the book there?
Right.
That's the actual bean kettle. That's his mama's bean kettle.
Well, that's pretty cool.
That is not a recreation. That is an artifact. That is the bean kettle that inspired the book, Mama's Old Bean Kettle. And Kyle Bowles is going to be down there on this coming Saturday at the Cultural Center. Let's see. See here. The time is from 11 until 2. Kyle Bowles at the Cultural Center, and it is this Saturday. So I really appreciate the folks who called me up and said, "Hey, look, we went down there Saturday, but wasn't nothing happening."
Where was he at?
Well, so anyway, it's my fault, and I'll turn it around, and we'll have some beans this Saturday. Okay?
There we go.
All right, it's in the archives, and we'll remind you of that again tomorrow, I think.
Growth begins with an idea.
Air Services here on WCLU will reconvene tomorrow at 6:55.
At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized.
Today, we are patting on the back by special request, Janie Gossett. Now, we understand that Janie is going to be retiring tomorrow, Friday, from SCRTC with almost 26 years of service. My goodness. She has paid her dues, and she deserves a pat on the back. So if you happen to see Miss Janie Gossett around town today, wish her a happy retirement as she retires tomorrow after 26 years of service with SCRTC. And let her know that she is as good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Jimmy Holloway down at Glasgow Building Supply knows a...
Where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good, he'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for
In fact,
over 100
at Long John's
years.
A&W, I want you to
They
come
know
out there
who
for
I
some of these
am,
daily
and I get the
specials.
help.
Now, the cool thing about the special is for $5, there's like 3 different entree choices, but for $5 with each one of them, you get a drink and dessert. Now that's that's one you can know what you're going to spend before you get there. Listen.
Do you know what day it is? Well, it pays to know because Long John Silver's in Glasgow is announcing some show-stopping deals for you and your family. Every Sunday from 11 till 7, it's all-you-can-eat fish and chicken for $8.99. Bring your friends and family on Sundays and get all-you-can-eat fish and chicken $8.99. If it's Tuesday, it's Taco Tuesday. Get a fish taco for 99 cents. Friday, it's crab cakes, just 99 cents each. These are limited-time deals, so get to Long John's in Glasgow today.
Here we go. Who's going to win trivia today? It's there's a lot of smart folks. We sort of convene here and have a little fun each and every day. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. It's a famous soundbite trivia question today. I'm going to play a soundbite of a famous character, and you give me the name of that character, okay? Who is saying this?
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
All right. I'll play this for you again. There's a soundbite. Who is the speaker in the soundbite?
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Trivia.
Hi, Foghorn Leghorn.
Say it again.
Foghorn Leghorn.
That's correct. And who is it speaking?
Tim Hardy.
Tim Hardy, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. It's my birthday, so it's a good day to win.
Yes, it is. I'm going to put you on a birthday list, too, okay, Tim Hardy?
Okay, yep.
So, and nobody can say you called it in because it was a coincidental thing.
There you go.
Okay, I'm impressed, sometimes it could be like a famous president or a famous dictator or something like that.
Sure.
But Foghorn Leghorn was also a pretty famous character, too.
Well, when you're 70, you kind of remember things way back when.
So do we owe you a gong today, Tim?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
70 today.
70? Well, hold on. Here we go.
Okay.
Man, you win trivia on your 70th birthday and you get gonged.
There you go.
All because when you were a kid, we all watched
cartoons.
Looney Tunes, Foghorn Leghorn. Now, I don't know how you are, but I knew some Foghorn Leghorn types when I was a kid coming up. Just older adults who, didn't take it seriously. I say, boy, get over there. Get away from that, boy.
There you go. Yeah.
So why did you tell me that, Foghorn?
Yeah.
All right, Tim, you never thought that you would win dinner on your birthday by knowing something about cartoons.
Nope, sure don't.
But I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope you have a happy birthday, okay?
Well, thank you very much.
And come by and get this card, and we'll send you out there to Long John's A&W, and you can see Mark Coates, and he'll say, congratulations for winning trivia today, okay?
Great. Thank you.
See you, Tim. Bye-bye. All right, Tim Hardy, that's right. Watching the phone right here, and some questions take a little while for people to hone in on it, but the phone went crazy because Foghorn Leghorn. We might not remember like Nixon's voice or something like that, but we do know.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
That has to be Foghorn Leghorn. We'll play tomorrow. Won't you come back and join us? Thanks to Long John's A&W. They're the sponsors, and they make it oh so much fun each and every day.
CBS News Update. Great-grandmother Alice Johnson has been released from prison in Alabama after some help from a reality TV star.
I'm just so thankful. I feel like my life is starting over again. This is a miracle, the greatest day of my life.
The 63-year-old woman had served more than 20 years before President Trump commuted her sentence. White House correspondent Stephen Portnoy.
Prosecutors said Alice Johnson was responsible for more than 1 ton of cocaine hitting the streets of Memphis in the early 1990s. She was sentenced to life in federal prison. But in recent years, Johnson's case became an example of harsh penalties for nonviolent drug offenses. Kim Kardashian West took up her cause, bringing it directly to President Trump in an Oval Office visit last week.
After Johnson's release, Kim Kardashian tweeted, "Best news ever." Kardashian's husband, rapper Kanye West, has been a vocal supporter of the president. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
This is WCLU Glasgow, WCLU FM Unfruitville, W253BN Glasgow. Services of Royce Radio Incorporated.
I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. As recent history tells us, disasters can happen. It's impossible to prepare for everything, but it is possible to prepare for what happens next. And that's where we come in. At ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, we can provide you with many options as an independent agency. And it's our job to make sure you know about all the what-ifs so that your policy has you prepared for what happens next. So just ask us. We'd be honored that you did. Just give us a call at 651-8837. We're ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance Agency, growing with a proud community since 1902.
For many years, residents of Glasgow got used to their friendly postman, Rollin Dixon.
I delivered all over town. I was the swing man. I delivered 5 different routes.
A kind word and a smile were his trademark. But there's a little-known fact about his smile.
My teeth have always been bad.
Rollin wanted his teeth fixed. He researched dental implants, and he got Dr. Jim Thurman to get the job done.
I got my first one in 2014. I have 5.
5 implants?
When I got one tooth fixed and got my cap on it and everything, then it wouldn't be too much till another one would go out. I'd break off.
What really was Rollin's incentive?
It's hard to eat when you can't chew food. I love steak if it's a good tender steak. But now if it's a tough steak, it makes my teeth sore. I do better with these.
Dr. Jim Thurman and his staff explained the entire process and made it enjoyable.
I always look forward to going out there and joking around with them. We always had a big time whenever I went. And, of course, he was right in the middle of it usually.
And that's right where he loves to be. Call 651-5939 and get started. Dr. Jim Thurman and Dr. Amy Cassidy.
It's spring sale time at Bailey Gibson, and Dad's got the prices you're looking for. New incentives are being offered on many GMCs and Buicks on the lot. We hope you're looking for a new car or truck, because we're looking for good trade-ins. Bring your used car or truck to Bailey Gibson, and we'll offer you a better deal than you can get anywhere around. Stop by and check out our spring savings event now underway at Bailey Gibson in Glasgow. Lola, what do you say?
We're having a springtime sale at Bailey Gibson. Give my dandy a call on his flip phone for a great deal.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
.62 degrees now, WCLU. Ray Stajic says we're going to keep inching up. He's even mentioning maybe like 96 for the high temperature tomorrow. We'll see how that works out when we get a little bit closer to it. But right now we're hanging at a nice 62 degrees this morning. We'll check in with Ray in a little bit. Let's check into the newsroom now with News Director Angela Briggs. Good morning, Angela.
Good morning, Henry. A Simpson County man is facing prison time for selling and buying human remains. 60-year-old Gary Womack from Woodburn was sentenced to 15 months in prison for 3 felony violations of the Federal Archaeological Resources Protection Act. He previously pled guilty to the violations in early March. The case resulted from a 3-year undercover investigation by the National Park Service based on allegations that Womack had possessed human remains, which had originated from Mammoth Cave National Park. The undercover investigation revealed Womack's dealings in artifacts removed from the graves of Native Americans buried in caves and rock shelters in south central Kentucky, and also burials from as far away as the Ohio and Mississippi rivers. Womack dealt in artifacts from the so-called G.E. Mound case were prosecuted in the Southern District of Indiana in the early 90s. Artifacts recovered from that case were supposed to have been returned and reburied at the site in Indiana. However, Womack purchased artifacts from the previous prosecution for about $2,500, transported those artifacts back to Kentucky, where a portion of them were sold to undercover federal agents. Womack also pled guilty to 2 additional counts, charging him with trafficking in archaeological resources from the western United States. All artifacts in the case have been recovered. A letter from Ben Barnes, the second chief of the Shawnee tribe in Oklahoma, was made a part of the record and read at the sentencing hearing. The letter states in part, the remains that are within the soils of our original homeland contain the hallowed remains of our human beings, our ancestors. We would urge the court to send a message to all those who would desecrate a grave that ARPA violators will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Leanne Terry has pled not guilty in Barron Circuit Court this week. Terry was accused in the January 2018 death of Shanda Shockley. The Glasgow woman was killed in an accident where she was rear-ended by Terry's vehicle. Terry was also charged with DUI. State police received a call from a motorist saying they believed they had seen the Tennessee homicide suspect driving a silver Toyota Yaris on I-65 near the 3-mile marker traveling north. Now, state police troopers responded to I-65 on Wednesday evening, found the vehicle in question near the 29-mile marker northbound. They made a traffic stop and made contact with the driver, 36-year-old Dominic Michelli of Nashville. He was apprehended without incident, according to state police lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail. He was charged locally with being a fugitive from another state in reference to a homicide warrant issued from Nashville Metro Police. And if you were in and around the square yesterday, you saw a whole lot of work going on. Love Loud is an annual event sponsored by the Liberty Association of Baptists. Now, Terry Webb says there were over 100 projects that were done in just the past 3 days.
We love our community. We love the people in the community. We want this to be a warm and inviting community where people show the love of Christ to each other.
Jenna Botts was one of the dozens of young people who were out all throughout the community doing these projects that ranged from anything from large projects like landscaping to small projects like building a wheelchair ramp.
I'm just trying to help out our community in every way that we can, and I think Love Loud offers us a really cool opportunity to get and meet people in our community and just serve the Lord. Obviously, there's people all around the square right now. They can see us serving in the hot sun. We don't care. Whatever it takes, we're going to do something, do anything we can to glorify the Lord.
To find out more, you can contact the Liberty Association of Baptists. 7:13 a.m. on this Thursday morning, a pretty mild 62 degrees.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us, the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilead Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
In more local news, Wade Copas is the new golf coach at Glasgow High School, and his inspiration for wanting to coach actually came from his days on the baseball field.
Wade, can you back up just a little bit?
Back up a little bit. How do you like being a Glasgow golf coach? What do you think about the pension system? Was Bevan right or wrong?
Please comment on the governor.
I have no comment on that.
Okay, so let's talk about Bernie Sanders. Did you support him in the last election? Did Russians collude in the Barron County primary?
In the Barron
At Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, we offer personalized attention to each and every service and the expertise that comes from 118 years of serving our friends and neighbors. The families we serve are assured of maintaining local traditions and values when they make their final arrangements at Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. We're the leading funeral home who cares more about local people. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow. For our most current obituary information, visit our website at hatchersadler.com.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. The director of the FBI says you are now on the front lines of the war on terror.
Addressing agents at the Louisville field office, FBI Director Christopher Wray says his agency is fighting terrorism on two fronts, online and extremists looking to attack soft targets like schools or offices.
Now everything's a target. Every school, every restaurant, every cafe, every workplace could be. And because the method of attack is so crude and basic, these people can plan and execute their attacks in very, very short period of time.
As for cyber attacks, Ray says every field office in the nation is working cases involving digital espionage. Adding the number of attackers is prompting the FBI to ask for some help from the private sector. I'm Will Clark.
The interim Kentucky Education Commissioner says he is committed to a state takeover of Jefferson County Public Schools. Dr. Wayne Lewis told the Kentucky Board of Education yesterday his focus is on closing the achievement gap. He said the state is obligated to make sure the most vulnerable children in JCPS are protected and served with educators and administrators held accountable. A man being held in the Floyd County Detention Center is being charged in the death of another inmate. 29-year-old Adam Potter died on Tuesday afternoon. Scotty Gibson was arrested yesterday. Police say Potter was killed in a fight with Gibson. And a memorial service is scheduled for former UK Athletics director C.M. Newton. Newton passed away of natural causes at the age of 88 on Monday. The memorial will be held at First Presbyterian Church in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, next Thursday, the 14th. Under Newton, the University of Kentucky added 3 sports, expanded the football stadium, and won 2 basketball national titles. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network. The PGA Tour is coming to Lexington. See some of the finest golfers from around the world compete in the Barbasol Championship. Get up close and personal to golf greats July 16th through the 22nd at Champions at Keene Trace. Get your tickets now by visiting BarbasolChampionshipKY.com. It's the countdown to the Barbasol Championship as the PGA comes to the Bluegrass. For tickets, parking passes, and a complete schedule of events, go to BarbasolChampionshipKY.com.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay, make payments directly from your smartphone, and People Pay, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet to learn more at ctbi.com. That's ctbi.com.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing.
Stay right here. More local news coming up right after this.
Ugh. I was about to pull my own hair out. I've been driving around for the last hour trying to find a place for me and my kids to get our hair cut on a Saturday morning. I know, good luck, right? Well, don't pull your hair out. Stop in and see our friends down at Heritage 76 Barbershop today. Heritage 76 Barbershop is located right on the Glasgow Square, so it's not difficult to find, so there won't be any driving around looking for a place. You can go right next to the Plaza Theater. You'll see the barber pole right out front. You can stop in and see David, Anthony, and Cody, who have more than 50 years of combined barbershop experience. No problems if you want to stop in on a Saturday as well. They're open from 8 to 3, and you can make an appointment if you want to schedule your time, or you can just show up and walk in with the kids. Either way, you're going to lean back in a professional environment with a big screen TV and 3 barbers who can carry on a conversation and cut hair. Stop in and see Heritage 76 Barbershop, or visit our website, heritage76barbershop.com. Call for an appointment or stop in, but whatever you do, don't pull your hair out driving around on another Saturday. See Heritage 76 Barbershop.
Let's turn to local sports. WCLU Sports will be on the air this evening with championship games of the 10 and under, as well as the 12 and under baseball leagues for the Glasgow Athletic Program at Beaver Trail Park. Game time for the 10 and under game tonight is set for 5:30 p.m., and the 12 and under league to follow. You can join our Joe Myers and Bruce Trabue for the broadcast on 1490 WCLU and online at playwclu.com. Now, the Glasgow Electric Plant Board plans to air live video of the games on EPB Cable 6 with our audio for those interested in tuning in there. And copies of the game will be available for purchase from the EPB. You can reserve a copy by calling them at 270-651-8341. Quite a tradition we have built here at WCLU of covering Little League championships for a great number of years. Don't forget 7-Eleven Hoops and More coming up every Friday night at the Avenue Church on Columbia Avenue, and every Saturday night at the Bunch Center during the months of June and July from 7 until 11 p.m. This is for 6th through the 12th graders. Food's going to be served. Come out and enjoy basketball and other special events throughout the summer. And that's a check of local sports.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, it's a big weekend on the diamond for both high school girls softball and boys baseball. State tournaments being held for softball in Owensboro, baseball being held in Lexington. Your lineup today in Owensboro has Butler taking on undefeated East Carter. Meanwhile, Warren East will battle Ryle. In the other games, it'll be Pikeville taking on 29-1 Clay County. Central Hardin will meet Ballard. Boyle County will battle the Engineers of Estill County. The winner of that will get the winner of Scott County and Apollo. And the final four of the nightcap tonight will be Christian County taking on Marshall County. That winner will meet the winner of Bourbon County and Oldham County. And state baseball tournament play coming to you from Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington. Starts out today with Grinnell County taking on Muhlenberg County. That winner advances to face either Corbin or Hazard. The evening slate will feature Pleasure Ridge Park battling 33-2 St. Xavier. The winner of that will meet the winner of the nightcap tonight between LaRue County and Boyle County. Stay with this Kentucky News Network station for complete updates from both Owensboro and Lexington. On to Major League Baseball along the banks of the Ohio yesterday, the Reds fell again to the Colorado Rockies. They try to salvage that 3-game series later on today. And the St. Louis Cardinals fall 11-3 to the Marlins at Busch Stadium. Like the Reds, they're back at it again today, trying to salvage that series. They're 3.5 games now behind the first-place Brewers in the National League Central. To the hardwood now, the 2018 home and away designations for SEC basketball is out. As usual, Kentucky's permanent home and away opponents include Florida, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt this upcoming season, though the Wildcats will add co-champion Auburn and Mississippi State. The league home schedule will also include Arkansas, LSU, South Carolina, and Texas A&M. Road matchups will include Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Missouri. And the Golden State Warriors are just a win away from another NBA championship. Kevin Durant pouring in 43 points. They grab a 110-102 win over the Cavs in Game 3 of the Finals. They now lead that series 3-0. Cavs will try to avoid the 4-game sweep at home tomorrow. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Scammers never rest. They even target students.
Hi, I'm Rihanna Smith-Hamblin with the BBB. A local consumer received a call saying he was eligible for a free student loan. He was told he had to pay an upfront fee to get it. Don't fall for this scam.
They even pose as police.
Did you receive an email for a parking or speeding ticket? It looks legit, but this email takes you to a fake website that fishes for your personal information. For more tips, go to bbb.org.
If anything sounds too good to be true, check with the BBB at bbb.org.
Well, here we are again, and I got to tell you, Jim, this match has me really concerned.
Here we have a powerful heavyweight, a train, weighing in at 6,000 tons. And this hasty lightweight challenger, a car, at just 1.5 tons?
This does not bode well for the car, or the people in it.
It's no contest. Every day, people are injured or killed trying to beat a train at rail crossings. See tracks, think train.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man. But there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Latest forecast, sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you have your checklist ready for spring planting season? Well, the first item on your list should be Southern States. Yes, Southern States in Glasgow has been stocking up, getting ready to meet your demands this spring. Southern States has the right seed for the application, the right fertilizer to promote robust growth, and the crop protectants to help with weed control and pesky insects. Billy Beckham at Southern States has built a staff you can count on to help make those tough decisions, from yard seed to garden seed. And Southern States now stocks the hard-to-find Holland grills and accessories. Stop in at Southern States at 300 Sampson Street in Glasgow and see how serious we are about serving you every day. Call Southern States 651-6167. Southern States, farmer-owned since 1923.
Starting to see the heat crank up now. Humidity will slowly start creeping back also as our flow or our direction of where our weather is coming from, at least our air mass, will turn a little bit more south-southwest. So that's going to bring up some moisture off the Gulf of Mexico. Now, looking at the satellite picture this morning, do have some mid and high level overcast around. That's filtering the clear sky, so as we get the sun out there, it'll appear a little bit milky at times, and as we go through the day, sunny to partly cloudy. Hot, though, 91, but still the dew points are lower, so the humidity's not too bad. Tonight, 62. Tomorrow, 96 with sunshine. May notice the humidity starting to creep up just a little bit. So if you are a construction worker, going to be working outdoors, or the kids have ball games in the evening, please keep them hydrated. Plenty of fluids, frequent breaks out there if you are going to be mowing the grass, and the hot trend's going to continue into the weekend. Saturday, a few clouds, mid-90s. Sunday, some morning thunderstorms with highs in the low 90s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, a Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Shut that window! We can't afford to heat the whole neighborhood.
Be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you...
It means it's time to have fun. And it's also time to share some birthdays and some wedding anniversaries right here. I was going to get my birthday music up here and play the birthday music for you. But I'm going to do it without the birthdays music. Because it's just fun to share these birthdays and the wedding anniversaries. We learned back when we were playing trivia that Tim Hardy is turning 70 today. Yes, we gonged Tim Hardy on his 70th birthday today. Can't complain about that at all. And he wins trivia today as well. Also, I want to jump in here and congratulate Natalie Shields having a birthday. Ernie Wagner, happy birthday to you, Ern. We've also going to say happy birthday today to brothers and sisters. This is Kanika Ford, Simon Ford, Nan Ford. Brothers and sisters all born on June the 7th of different years. But they got a good way to celebrate for sure. David Hayden has a birthday. Amanda Coomer Hood. Delmas Prophet. Linda Taylor. Julie Robinson. Rita Shepard has a birthday today. It's Natalie Shields celebrating too. Roger Hampton, happy birthday to you, sir. The birthday of Joyce Allen. Mr. Rodney Sponhouse is on the birthday club today. Alex Myatt is 5. And Booker Green with a birthday today, too. I think that is everybody right here. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online, it's WCLUradio.com.
Good morning, friends. I discovered this the other day.
We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us, the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Check out the deals at Gilliard Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram.
Save big on summer adventure during our Jeep Celebration event. How about saving up to $5,800 off the factory MSRP on a new 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee? Or choose up to $4,000 off the new 2018 Jeep Renegade. Now you can save up to $3,750 off on the newly redesigned 2019 Jeep Cherokee.
If car shopping makes you nervous, come to the home of legendary service.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total local care 24/7.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
The university scientists have long hypothesized, where does the magic man get his magic? The phenomenon that is the magic man is considered one of the great wonders of science. Truth be told, there is no science greater than magic. And that's why the mystery remains.
Hi, I'm Eddie Bruner, and yes, technically I am the magic man, but there's no magic to it. It's honesty, knowledge, and paying the best prices I can pay.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Accessories that you're going to need once you get that repair complete. Be sure to mention WCLU and get 10% off all accessories. Don't miss another one of life's events because of your broken device. See Gadget Patchers today.
Hey, today we're patting on the back Janie Gossett. Now, Miss Janie is retiring from SCRTC this coming Friday. She's worked almost 26 years. My goodness, how many changes has she seen? If you happen to see Janie Gossett around town today, I want you to pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas, where they're going to be looking forward to seeing you over there for dinner today. The Texas way. We got some tidbit news here that we want to actually play the intro.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
All right, we spin the globe. We look for things that may or may not be of interest to some folks or may be real interesting to other folks. How's that for a description of it?
I think it works.
Well, let me say this the right way. Normally Angela does this with me, but she had to be two places at once this morning, so I'm going to get Aaron to fill in. But these are tidbit news that Angela could comment on, but I don't really think that you're going to have a lot to say about them.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
I wanted to hear what she had to say about this one. And the headline is The Beefcake Bandit.
Beefcake Bandit?
Yeah. So what you got to do, Aaron, is just sort of imagine what Angela might say.
I figure she'd relate it to that strawberry.
No, it has nothing to do with strawberry stuff.
No, but she talks about that concept.
A romance novel cover model. Did you get that? A romance novel cover model.
Okay, gotcha.
From California, dubbed as the Beefcake Bandit, has been sentenced to prison.
Wow.
35-year-old David Byers had already pleaded guilty to robberies in Connecticut. The Greenwich Times reports that he was sentenced to 7 years and 4 months behind bars. Prosecutors say that Mr. Byers robbed a bank twice and a gas station in Greenwich in 2017 before leading police on a cross-country manhunt. He's also suspected of robberies in New York. His lawyer says that his client was has untreated mental health issues and misuses alcohol. But he could lead a productive life outside of jail with the proper support.
Maybe you shouldn't go into the modeling of the romance novels.
That's right.
I hear that's a hard life.
But he's also known as the Beefcake Bandit.
That's a weird title to have.
It is, but I'm thinking, with what little I know about it, Beefcake Bandits can probably, get away with more robberies than the Shrek Bandit. I don't know if that guy exists or not. Okay, so that's one. See, I didn't really know. That's not really one I can really bounce off of you. Nor is this one right here, just because of your age.
Okay.
There's a brewing company in New York that has joined forces with an ice cream maker so that consumers can have their cake in a beer. Captain Lawrence Brewing Company's Fudgy the Beer is a take on Carvel's Fudgy the Whale ice cream cake that is formed in the shape of a whale. It's a stout beer. It's brewed with the ice cream cake maker's signature chocolate and fudge. And it is 6% alcohol by volume.
Yeah.
The brewery said the beer pairs well with smoked foods and chocolate desserts. Woo! I don't know. All in the same day? I don't know.
Yeah. Chocolate food and smoked brisket.
I want give me some brisket and some chocolate beer on ice.
And I'll take a Hershey's bar for
That's exactly right. See there, that's another one that you're not really qualified to answer to because that's a path you haven't been down.
No.
But nonetheless, you can almost imagine. So, but now let me say this: Angela would have a lot to say about that.
Oh yeah,
because she likes ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say about smoked foods. But this one right here, maybe you can have a comment on this one. I don't know.
All right.
It's the last one, but it's just something to think about. The guy's name is Jerry Marin. And Jerry Marin is the last surviving Munchkin from the classic 1939 film The Wizard of Oz.
Oh, wow.
And he's the one who famously welcomed Dorothy to Munchkin Land. Mr. Jerry Marin has died at the age of 99.
Man.
The last surviving Munchkin.
No more Munchkins.
His niece told the Associated Press that Mr. Marin died May 24th at a San Diego nursing home. He was the Lollipop Kid who sang and danced his way to the front and center before the film star, Judy Garland, as Dorothy, and then, with a flourish, handed her an oversized lollipop, singing, "We represent the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild, the Lollipop Guild. And in the name of the Lollipop Guild, we wish to welcome you to Munchkin Land." His career, however, get this, Mr. Jerry Marin, his career spanned more than 70 years.
Oh, wow.
He was in The Terror of Tiny Town, a traditional Western, but with little people, cast. Other films include Under the Rainbow, the 1981 send-up of The Making of the Wizard of Oz. He was in Hello, Dolly. He has been the Hamburglar, and he has been Mayor McCheese.
Oh, wow.
In McDonald's commercials.
Yeah.
He was also Little Oscar for the Oscar the Mayer hot dog commercial.
Man.
He also appeared in TV episodes of Seinfeld, The Twilight Zone, The Beverly Hillbillies, Bewitched, The Wild Wild West, Mary Hartman, Lou Grant, and Julia, among others.
Quite the career.
The last Munchkin has passed away. Jerry Marin at the age of 99.
It's real sad.
It's history passing us by.
Yeah, it is.
So anyway, you can comment on that, but just stay away from that beefcake novel and that chocolate beer, okay?
All right.
All right. Tidbit news for this morning.
Are you looking for
future face of Pedigo Lessenberry. Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center.
7:45, pretty much on time as we go up to 621 West Main Street in Glasgow and have a nice conversation, a live conversation with Bobby Lee Hurt, the guy who owns Hurt Auto Sales and is looking forward to seeing you today. Bobby Lee, how are you this morning?
Doing well, Henry. A beautiful day. You have to be doing well.
Yeah.
Great day. It sure is.
It's got a night. You go outside. It looks warm, but you get out there. Earlier, it wasn't warm at all. It's 70 now, but I like to start the day off like that.
It's going to warm up just right to sell some cars today.
I think some folks. Yes, I think this should put people in a test drive mood at least, and then they'll say, "Look, I need this."
That's right. You won't be able to live without it.
So how I've lost track a little bit of how your man hunt or car hunt has been going on in order to find some vehicles that folks want to own around here, and ones that fit the bill of being a quality vehicle enough to be on your lot. And I want to hear the latest from you, Bobby Lee.
Henry, we just got in a 2014 Chevy Impala, loaded up, 4-door sedan, one owner, local trades, and we've got it priced for just $12,900.
My goodness, that's not much money for as new as that car is.
It sure isn't, and it's white. It's one of the best colors you can get, of course.
Yeah, very
that
useful.
Particular car.
Yeah.
Okay, and then got a 2013 Kia Soul.
Okay.
A small SUV, get great gas mileage. Make a good car for some young person, and we've got it priced for just $8,000. Okay.
Man, that's no money at all. Now, spell the word soul.
S-O-U-L.
Okay. The Kia Soul. I just when Kia, you can't hardly mess that up. But now Soul, there's probably a few ways to spell it. I wanted folks to know what they were looking for.
And it has lots of meanings, that's for sure.
That's exactly right. Get some food in the back, you could have some soul food.
Yeah, that's correct. Got a 2016 Nissan Versa, little 4-door sedan, get about 35, 40 miles a gallon. And we've got it priced for just only $7,900.
That's a 2016. It's a Versa, right? A Versa Versa?
Correct.
All right. Yeah. You haven't mentioned those very much around here.
And I think that's the second one I've ever owned.
Okay.
So, you need to come in and check it out.
That's right. I don't think it's going to be up there real long,
Yeah, I don't want to own it very long.
That's right. You don't want to restore it or anything.
That's correct. Got an 04 GMC Yukon. It's local as well. It's a 4-wheel drive, SLT, really sharp ride. Makes somebody a really nice ride. It also has a 3rd-row seat.
Yeah.
So it's got lots of room and makes somebody a nice car. And we've got it priced at $7,900.
Those are pretty too.
They are pretty, and people love those things. They're just a good vehicle to take vacations in. And, haul all your neighbors and their children, and just lots of room in them, Henry.
You can push stuff and you can pull stuff.
That's right. That's correct. You climb a mountain if you want to.
Yeah. Well, it sounds to me like that even though I've lost track of it, you haven't lost track of the focus of what you're trying to accomplish at Hurt Auto Sales, which is to have a lot of different types of vehicles for a lot of different types of buyers, one that will fit the bill, and a inviting, friendly atmosphere with which to come and check them out. You say you don't know whether you'd like to have a Yukon or not. Don't be scared to drive it. Bobby Lee wants you to see what it feels like at Hurt Auto Sales, and he'll take care of that today, won't you?
We most certainly will, Henry. So come in, check them out, test drive them, and we'll send you home in a brand new used vehicle.
Well, I'm glad to talk with you and glad that you've been busy and gotten stuff taken care of, and I appreciate the update, and we'll keep updating around here, okay?
Sounds like a great idea, Henry.
And we gotta keep people enjoy coming up there for no other reason than your adherence to the motto, which is...
No pain when you trade with her.
Thank you, Bobby Lee. Enjoy the day, sir.
And you also. Thank you, Henry.
Bye-bye.
Are you looking for a new career?
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Growth begins with an idea. At the People's Bank, that idea is to give you the banking service you deserve. We carry out that idea in everything we do. In fact, it's become our motto, working for you. As that idea continues to grow, let us work for you at our new location, 1300 West Main Street, opening this summer. Let us be the place where your ideas begin, where you get the banking you deserve. Come grow with us. The People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC.
Not accepting calls at this time.
I got to say happy birthday to a special gentleman. I just found out about Mr. Darrell Anderson. Mr. Darrell Anderson is 98 today. I understand from the caller that he tunes in and watches us every day on the TV from where he lives in a local nursing home. And so, Mr. Anderson, I'm glad you tune in. It makes me feel good that wise gentlemen like you will tune in and watch us and stay with us and won't tune us out. So, Mr. Darrell Anderson, on your 98th birthday, sir, thank you so much for being a part of our day, and thank you so much for tuning in to WCLU. And I hope you have a great day today on your 98th birthday. Wow, that is neat. 7:51 and 70 degrees this morning from WCLU. What am I going to do next? Well, I'm going to tell you about something coming up this weekend. One thing.
The 12th Annual Vet Jam and 5K Run happening Saturday, June 9th at 1348 Rocky Hill Road in Glasgow. Veterans Ceremony begins at 11, followed by a full day of music. Derek St. Holmes, the Greg Martin Group, Cold Truth, Sour Cream, Tell Dragger, 9 Horse Johnson, and more. Admission is only $20. BYOB and coolers are welcome. Vendors, a silent auction, raffles. Proceeds benefiting the Freedom Warriors Veterans Organization. The 12th Annual Vet Jam and 5K Run, Saturday, June 9th, 1348 Rocky Hill Road in Glasgow.
Looks like I got a couple more birthdays coming in here. Let's listen to Megan Trainor while I figure this out.